So with this high cost of feed, someone might be wondering what kind of business as someone can actually go into, especially livestock farming. So in this video, we actually wanted to answer that question, as in the kind of business that farming that you can actually do that you won't need to bother yourself about. And that is why we're talking on what we wanted to talk about today is grasscutter farming. Grasscutter farming is one of the lucrative farming aspects of farming that many people don't really put mind into. In this video, we wanted to actually talk about it, and you can actually consider it as one of the area of farming that you can actually invest in. So we have an expert here who wanted to discuss with. So Mr. Ila, so let's talk about grass cut farming. People are not really talking about grass cutter farming. Why?
You know, grass cutter, which is also called as trial Cineraris, and also called the giant, the cane rat, or the giant cane rat. It's not that rampart like the chicken, like the turkey, like the goat,
sheep,
like the sheep, and cow. You know, because they are micro animals.
Okay.
And before, when you want to get grass cutter, you go to the wild.
Yes.
To get grass cutter. But nowadays, it has been domesticated, and it is a very lucrative business that one can venture into.
Okay. So now let's break it down. How can someone actually start a grass cutter farming?
Now, when you are starting a grass cutter farming, you buy in pairs.
Okay, like a family.
A family, yeah. Now, when you buy in a family of grass cutter, and you build a colony for them.
Okay.
Some people use cage. They put it in segments, and they put them in pairs in the colony.
In the colony. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
okay, before we go on, let's talk. What about the construction of the pen that we are going to put? Is it like the lot of poultry or of turkey or of pig?
The construction you construct for your cane rat is like that of rabbit.
Okay.
Where it will be, and there will be ventilation coming in, but not that much like that of poultry, and where they will not have contact with their poo, okay, or their urine.
Okay. So that's to prevent disease.
Prevent disease.
I think using cage is still advisable.
Yes, sir.
But the construction of the cage can be in a particular way.
Yes.
Okay. So now going into grass cutter farming, let's talk about the feeding aspects. You know, if you look at it, I don't think they use this common livestock feed too.
Yes, yes.
But I think they have alternative feed, which is the grass.
Yes.
Which is, I think to me, is an advantage, because if you look at the cost of feed, livestock feed now is on the high side. Yes. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, no, an alternative. That's why we call them grass cutter.
Okay.
From their name, they also their main food is grass.
Okay.
I mean grass like elephant grass, like guinea grass, and
I heard they also eat cassava too. Cassava.
They eat cassava peels.
Cassava and
even the cassava tuber, they eat it. They consume it. Now they eat that one. You know, in the wild, when you are talking about grass cutter, before you can get them to eat to table, it takes years.
Yes.
But why we give them the concentrate,
the livestock
is to boost their growth.
Okay.
So that they can easily come to the table, and farmer will get his money in his pocket.
Okay. Okay. That's so if you look at what is the economic value of a grass cutter, if someone wanted to actually go into it, and the market for it.
Economic value goes a long way. Like now, grass cutter, they are low cholesterol white meat. I say, it's white meat. They don't have fat. They don't affect human beings' health. They are white meat, of which when somebody eats it, he or she will look more healthier.
Okay.
And stay healthy. Unlike eating beef, when it has high level of cholesterol, and it will be blocking the heart.
Okay. Okay.
Now, when you see them, they consume less and they add more weight. And you can see that as they have that, you can easily take them to the table and eat it within 1 year.
Okay, even less.
Even less.
Even less.
Depending on how you feed them.
Depending on how you
How you
actually feed them. And I think they multiply. What is the let's talk about the gestation period. What how many months does it take
I
for
think the gestation period is around 3 months.
3 months? Okay.
And you will see them, you can take them to cross within 6 to 7 months.
Okay, okay.
You will have seen their the when they you can cross them, you can cross with a male of 7 months, while the female will be 6 months.
Okay, okay.
Why? So that the male semen will be so much ready and be very, very active to fertilize the female egg.
Okay, 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 okay. That is important to understand that. Now, what is the market for grass cutter?
People are really yearning for bush meat.
Of course, there is no our bush has already been devastated
Yes.
now, so we don't really have bush meat
Yes.
before.
People are
When
really
we are
yearning for
growing
bush
up,
meat. Like when you are growing up, that
we can easily, when you pass the roadside,
set your trap
but
and you see meat.
when you pass the roadside, you see people doing bush meat.
Yes.
But now it is very
It's
low.
very rare.
So what is is there market for it?
There's a lot of market for it. Now, I was with one of my uncle, and he was calling as far as inside the father. We are around that Mowe Bafu side. Was Ibafu side. He was calling. Do you have this kind of meat?
I want
this kind of meat.
Oh,
For you to know that people that are that know the value
really
of this bush meat are looking for it.
And I heard that one grass cutter now cost, one big grass cutter, at least something less than 20
yes, 25,000 naira.
So that's something.
Huge.
So there is market for it.
There's a lot of market.
So, well,
even the demand is higher than the supply.
What advice will you give to someone that actually wanted to go into the grass cutter?
Okay,
now? The advice, because now you look at it, it has more advantage when it comes to feed. You don't need to have a ready-made feed. Look for, at least you can look for something around.
And scavenge for other things like that.
What advice?
Now, the advice I will give to the fellow that want to start a grass cutter farming is that you don't need to have a big land before you start the farming. Even you can start it at the backyard, at your backyard. All you just need to do is that get a breed stock with a well-known farmer.
Yes.
So that you're not getting, so that it will not be as if you are getting what is not. You can also get in some of our research institutions that deal with it. So with that one, you are getting a good one. I can recommend one of the research institutions that.
Well, we don't want to advertise.
Okay.
So, but if anyone actually have interest, you can actually chat us up on our WhatsApp. It's actually in our description of our channel, so you can actually chat us up if you're actually interested in going to grass cutter, because it's one of the part of the farming that you can actually do without cracking your brain or racking your brain to look for feed. Because with high cost of feed, I see our farmers is actually lamenting right now. So don't forget to like this video, turn on notification bell, and don't forget to actually subscribe to this channel. Of course, we have promised to be giving you some exciting and good information about farming, and we stick to that. So see you in our next video.